Whenever Frieder Burda has time, he drives to his museum in Baden-Baden. The passionate art collector is always on the move, yet likes to be near his pictures and the visitors. Burda has collected about 1,000 works of art from the 20th and 21st centuries. His private collection is one of the most impressive in Europe.
It is part of my life. I've been collecting now for 40 years, and of course it's nice to know you can go to the pictures whenever you want.
Frieder Burda has collected works by German post-war artist Gerhard Richter since the 1980s. They now sell for several million euros, but Burda is not interested in art as an investment. He collects paintings that move him.
You can't describe precisely what grabs you about a picture. Collecting is a passion, and explaining a passion is like trying to explain love. How can you explain it?
Burda loves colorful, expressive painting and humor.
The Rolling Stones had a double wedding. Sigmar Polke took that as an occasion to paint this picture and write on it, "Two stones celebrate a double wedding." See them down below? Those are the Rolling Stones.
This is Burda's villa in Baden-Baden. Since the 1990s, he has been expanding his collection, buying works by young contemporary artists. He says it will take 30 years before we see whether they have all become world famous. Burda searches tirelessly in catalogs, museums, and art fairs for things he likes.
As long as I keep collecting, I stay young. That's very important. Without this activity and passion, you age very quickly.
When he thinks about who will succeed him, Burda relies on his family. He hopes his stepdaughter Patricia, an art historian, and his stepson Dominic Kamp will take over his museum and foundation.
He works for a large bank and isn't really interested in pictures, but in figures. But basically, they both are passionate people.
Burda's great dream, his house of painting, has seen more than 1 million visitors since it opened in 2004. Burda invested about 20 million euros of his own money in the Frieder Burda Museum, designed by American star architect Richard Meyer.
I wanted to create something in Baden-Baden. As I said before, it's my life's work. Everyone wants to leave something behind, and my wish was to leave behind something that is art and that gives people pleasure. That was my task in life.
Frieder Burda trained as a printer and worked in the Burda publishing empire. He's also a pilot, builds airplanes like this one, and has flown across the Atlantic several times. But his greatest passion is painting. As the son of the publishing couple Franz and Anna Burda, he grew up with art. His father collected German expressionists like August Macke, Max Beckmann, and Ernst Ludwig Kirchner.
When you grow up with paintings, you see the colors. My father was originally a printer, and printers love color. And so he wanted to have works that were colorful. And that meant these German expressionists.
Burda bought his first painting in 1968 for 3,500 marks, about 1,750 euros. He was drawn to this painting by the Italian avant-garde artist Lucio Fontana.
It fascinated me so much that I wanted to have it. I wanted to show it to my father so I could say, "I'm young and I'm taking another direction, and your expressionism doesn't interest me." But he wasn't against it.
Burda grew up near Baden-Baden on the edge of the Black Forest. He has always stayed close to his home region.
Your home region gives you strength. You gain strength from your own real roots, the place you come from. You're especially fortunate if you can stay in your home region.
Frieder Burda says he still feels strong enough to continue expanding his collection, but sometimes has to watch out that his passion doesn't turn into an addiction.